Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you what curriculum we have chosen for my rising fourth grader. This is not a detailed flip through of the books. I'm just going to do a really quick, show you what the subjects are and what we've chosen for those subjects. I also have a video like this for my rising ninth grader, and I have done detailed flip throughs of all of these books. If you want to go back, I'll put a playlist, or I'll put a link to the playlist of all of my flip throughs. And then if you want to see something a little bit more detailed, you can go to that video. But this is just going to be a general idea, show you what we're using. So for math, we are using teaching textbooks, and I have the website pulled up here. This is not the app. We use the apps. I'm just showing you what the main website looks like. You have to go on here, and you can do the free trial if you've never used this before. But this shows you all the grade levels that teaching textbooks offers. It starts at 3rd grade. So next year, my daughter will be doing the 4th grade level, and this goes all the way up to high school. My high schooler is also using this as well. It has worked pretty good for us for the last couple years, so we're sticking with it. And they use this on their, my older daughter has a phone. She uses it on her phone and her tablet. And then my youngest daughter uses it on my tablet. She has, like a folder on here that she goes to that has just her school stuff on it. So she knows how to open it up and do her lessons on there. So teaching textbooks for math. For English, this year we are doing ACE English PACES. And if you're not familiar with ACE, these are booklets. What they call PACES are little booklets. So for her, she's got 12 little booklets that look like this. This is ACE by School of Tomorrow. There are 12 little tiny booklets that they have to complete in order to complete that level. You have the individual booklets, the PACES. There's 12 of those, and then you have the score keys. That's these. Each one has, let's see, I believe you got 4 books that have 3 books each in them. So that splits it up, so for the first 3 booklets of this pack, you'll be using the first score key, if that makes sense. So that is that. There's no teacher book or anything with that. It's just the student books and the score keys. This is very similar to Life Pack. We did Life Pack in the past, so if you've seen my other videos, this daughter has been using Life Pack. My older daughter used Life Pack as well, but we switched to something else last year, so she didn't use it last year. My daughter finished up Life Pack for her 3rd grade, but for 4th grade, we're going to move to something else. ACE is a pretty affordable curriculum. I don't recommend it for all subjects, but then again, every student is different. They all learn different. Your teaching style is different. We are a very hands-off style. My girls can do their work on their own. Very independent, student-led is what we are geared toward. So if you're wanting something that's like a family curriculum, a sit down and teach it curriculum, this probably isn't what you want to choose. This is very much a student-led curriculum, and that I think is going to work good for us. I'm familiar with the ACE. I used it myself in school. I graduated from an ACE school, so very familiar with that. I don't want to use ACE for certain curriculums, but for this, I think it's going to work good. Now, also, if you're not familiar with it, ACE has a subject called word building. So you have English, and then you also have, I think there's a literature set of books that you would do, and then you have word building. Because in this English, they don't go over like what you would call spelling. You don't get spelling words with this. This is more like grammar, I guess you would call it. So I was worried about her not doing spelling or doing the word building. So I looked at the word building curriculum about, getting another set. So like we would have had English and then word building, but I didn't want to pay that much money. And it was just for spelling words. And she's pretty good at spelling, but I want to keep building up her knowledge of words, getting bigger and bigger. She's definitely not at the age where I want her to stop doing spelling. My 9th grader is not doing spelling anymore. She hasn't done spelling for a couple of years. Because she just got to the point where it was kind of redundant. She didn't really need it. But definitely my 4th grader needs some more spelling. So what we have done, instead of me getting that word building curriculum and spending that money on that, I ordered this off of Amazon. This is the 4th grade spelling workbook, 95 plus games and puzzles to improve spelling skills. So we're going to take this a week at a time, I think was how this works. It's got different types of words for each section. I can't remember. I know I looked through this and I had it kind of figured up in my head, like how many words we were going to do. And this is the first section of 10 words. Let's see. Oh, okay. Back here it says children will explore 180 spelling words, all organized around engaging themes like music, nature, sports, and cooking. So there's 180 words. That's where I had the math in my head when I was looking at this book and figuring out what we were going to get. So I had figured in my head how many weeks this was going to be, or how many weeks we could take to do each section. But that's totally up to you. But this is what we're using for her spelling. I think this is going to be fun because it's not just learning the words. Like, there's fun things in here for her to do while she's learning the words. And we can do, I don't even know if that has like a spelling test for at the end of each section, but we're going to make it work. Kind of do it ourselves kind of spelling. So at the end of each section, I will give her a spelling test. But that was a lot cheaper than buying a whole nother set of curriculum just for spelling. So that is her English. That's the ACE English. And then the spelling book that I ordered off of Amazon, I'll put a link to that. Let's see, we got math, English, science. We are doing Apologia. This is new for us. I've never used this specific curriculum. This is Apologia Earth Science. I think this level might be higher than 4th grade. I don't know. I've watched, when you watch different videos of people going over their curriculum, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Or maybe I shouldn't have stopped using that if they're going to use that. But everybody's different. Everybody makes their own mistakes. Everybody has their aha moments where you find a curriculum that's really great and you love it. So we're switching a lot of stuff around this year. We may be finding something that we really love. We may be finding things that are not so great that we might switch. But that's the beauty of homeschooling. You get to pick your own curriculum. And if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. So this is what we're using for her science, Earth Science. You have the hardback book, and then you have the notebooking journal. I have detailed videos of these if you want to go back and look. All of this curriculum, I believe all of this curriculum, I have done a detailed flip through. If not, I will get to it. So that is science, Earth Science for her 4th grade. That has a lot of experiments in it. She's going to love it. And then for history, we are using Knotgrass. We are doing the Our 50 States by Knotgrass. This one comes with the student book. It is a heavy-duty book, heavy hardback book. We are studying the states this year. We also have I had another little thing that I got off of Usborne, which is now called Paper Pie. If you're not familiar with that company, I'll put a link to it. I like ordering their books. But we got a little, it's almost like I don't even know what to call it. It's a little game, a little toy game that helps you learn the states. If I can find a link to that, I'll show you. I'm excited to be able to use that if I can find it. I think my son got a hold of it and carried it around somewhere, so I got to find it. So with this curriculum, you have a lesson review book, you have the answer key and the literature guide, and then you have the Atlas workbook. So with this curriculum, I bought this for my older daughter. She used this in 5th grade. I had her go back, was it 5th grade or 6th grade? I think it was 6th grade. I had her go down a couple levels of what she really needed because she kind of missed doing the states history and like geography kind of thing with switching schools. She was both of my girls were at a Christian school and then came home during the pandemic, and we just decided to stay home. So when she was in the other school, the way that their curriculum was, she missed out on doing the states. I think she would have done the states on that following year if we would have left her in there, but we didn't. So we covered the states ourselves. So my second daughter is going to be covering this in 4th grade. My older daughter did it in 6th grade. But that's fun. That's how homeschooling works. Do it how it works for you. So we're learning the states. She's going to be learning her states and capitals this year. It's going to be a lot of memorization. With her math, we are working on multiplication. So this year, 2 of our big things with my 4th grader is multiplication tables and the 50 states and capitals. What else are we doing? Okay, Bible. So we've got math is teaching textbooks. English is ACE. History, I just showed you, Knotgrass. Science was Apologia, Earth Science. And then we have Bible. And we are also doing ACE for Bible. Like I said, I don't recommend ACE, or at least not for us, for every subject. But for Bible and English, for my younger, I think it's going to work really well. Same deal. You have the 12 little booklets to complete. And then you have the answer keys for these. So that was Bible. Let me show you, if you are not familiar with my system of organizing our work for every day. We do planners. Both of my girls have a planner. This is their new planner for next year. It's very simple. It has the months at a glance, and then it goes to the day by day. So this is how we organize what my girls are supposed to be doing every day. We write their subjects here, or here. So they'll have like math, language, history, science, Bible. and then beside it, it'll have what page they're supposed to do. So we fill this out at the beginning of the week or the end of the previous week, so we don't have to do it over the weekend and rush and try to do it Sunday night really late. Try to get it done like on a Friday or a Saturday for what is coming up the next week. So they'll write all that down for that week, and they'll know what they're supposed to do every day, and they just check it off. They'll put a line through it, or they'll put a check mark or something like that, and that lets them know what they're doing every day. And then I can go back and look at this and see what they've done or haven't done. Let's see, I think that is it. Math, language, history, science, Bible. She was doing Spanish and sign language. She is learning sign language this past year. That was something that totally she come up with that she wanted to do. That was not an influence by me at all. I don't know where she got that idea to do sign language, but I think she's going to continue that because she really liked it. And we just used free apps, YouTube videos. I didn't pay for anything like that. For my older daughter, she's using Duolingo for her language, but for my younger daughter, I wasn't really worried about her getting in depth with that, so we were just using YouTube videos. I don't remember what the channel was, but I found, I mean, you can just look it up on YouTube, you know, kids Spanish, learning Spanish, and you can find some really baby level stuff, and then on up to a little bit older. I mean, you can find adult learning Spanish videos, so there's all kinds of stuff out there. Just you can find something that works for you. But that's what we do, and she uses my tablet for that. She has her folder on my tablet that she goes to that she knows that's just her school stuff. So she has apps for sign language and Spanish, and then also her math. So that is it. If you want to see the other videos, the in-depth flip throughs of any of this, or what my 9th grader is doing for this upcoming year, I just did a video that I'm going to upload that has an overview of all of her curriculum as well. If you're interested in seeing what we picked, I'll put a link to all of that in the description box, or you can see some pop-ups here through the video. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you will hang around and watch some more videos. Go back and look at my channel, see some of the other stuff we've done. Just kind of a mixed match of things: curriculum, school stuff, life stuff, stuff to save money. I'm always looking for saving money. If you didn't notice, we definitely went a little bit cheaper on some of this curriculum. If you'll see a change from last year to this coming year. We definitely did change up the curriculum. I was looking for things that would still work for us and for our style, but at a little bit cheaper price point. So that's why we totally changed it up on a lot of the stuff this year. All right, so that is it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.